Zubac!
I'm torn, man, because this is a guy who's kind of always just been around doing his thing for the Clippers year in and year out. I've only really mentioned his name before in the past as an honorable mention, but over these years, should he have been here? Has Zubac been a top 100 player? Sometimes consistency can be taken for granted because inherently change demands our attention. Storylines and narratives and talking points all arise from uncertainty, new circumstances. It makes it so easy to overlook the constant. Big Zoo this year appeared in 68 games for the Clips, and that marked his least available season in the 5 full years he spent with the team. Definitely an attribute valued specifically by the Clippers, who are definitely not the face of consistency, that is for sure. Among the 17 players to average 9+ boards a game this year, Big Zoo did it in the second least minutes. He ranked 4th in effective field goal percentage while still remaining a real offensive threat that teams couldn't ignore. This is one of the few non-shooting, non-athletic bigs we still have left in this league that is actually somehow still thriving, just playing the role of a classic big man you'd expect to see in the 90s. Strong finisher, good hands, nice hook shot, there's a reason people call him Zoo Alcindor, big screens, strong rebounder, and how many other guys have secured a consistent starting role in this league exclusively doing and having those attributes? And then one final thing before we close this segment off. I hate to be the guy to bring attention to a highlight that my beloved Knicks are on the losing side of, especially since this one honestly went pretty overlooked and didn't really break the league the way I thought it would have when I watched it live. But Ivica Zubac was the guy that proved Jericho Sims wasn't a starting center. Most didn't need a wake-up call reminding them of this, but to the few who did, Zoo's the one who called the number and made that fucking phone call. Jericho couldn't be more directly in Zubac's path as he's pushed off and disregarded as effortlessly as a droplet of rainwater on a car windshield. It is so easy for this guy to wipe away whatever barrier stands between him and his path, especially when that barrier is nothing more than a roided up sideshow Bob. And a poster that ends with putting a grown man on their ass, getting dunked on is one thing, but you're gonna get dunked on and sent flying backwards like this? This man, Ivica Zubac, is a sturdy, imposing paint force to be reckoned with. Honestly, I advise you don't reckon with him, because Jericho Sims was not our starting center for much longer after this. Am I crazy for thinking it's crazy that this highlight only has 12,000 views? Is it not one of the most powerful, just straight up, I'm stronger than you, get bitched little boy dunks ever? And Jericho wasn't caught off guard, he didn't happen to be in the way. Ivica Zubac is a slow motherfucker, okay? He saw him coming, he lumbers his way down the court, emitting echoes with each footstep. Jericho plants his feet, bends his knees, fully extends for the contest, and the brother gets damn near knocked back to the locker room 2 minutes into the fucking game. He just got out of the locker room, dude. Let the man get a little bit of run before you make him reconsider his whole career. Look at him here just chilling with the cameraman. You sent the man into a different goddamn profession, and then to exchange a cold smirk with James Harden as if to say, yeah, I'd do that shit. This ain't nothing special. Come on, dude. It was one of those few moments this year where that all too familiar Knicks fan shame came back and reared its ugly head. When the highlight prompts flashbacks to Frank Ntilikina and Enes Kanter basketball, I mean, that's trauma you just instilled in a man. What the fuck, Ivica? What the fuck, Ivica?